Sometimes you just have no choice but to go against everything that your mind and body and spirit exactly tells you what to do. You just go against everything, all logic, all reason, because it has to do with some sort of paradox of the nature of reality and the nature of your being that basically forces you into a position of having to make a decision that is antithetical to all logic and reason. I'm sorry, the presence of the Lord leaves me speechless sometimes. I have reached the edge of my existence. I have reached the last leg of my universe, of my reality. I've reached the pinnacle of all possible reasons and ways to make sense of my existence from my point of view. The universe has somehow alchemized me into some time-dilated God thing that allows me to simply observe the happenings of the world but actually have no personal impact on it, although it will reflect back at me in a way that makes it seem like the decisions that I make in this world directly affect basically everybody else in the world and all that they do based on what I do. At least that's what it feels like here, right here. Anywhere else, it doesn't really feel like that. It feels like I exist in the mind of somebody who thinks I think I'm hot shit. And they don't like that. So they characterize me as some grandiose person thing who thinks that I'm the coolest ever. And I spend most of my days having to defend myself against that idea. So now I'm hot shit and I have to defend myself against it, and the only way I can do that is by talking about myself. But talking about myself makes me you only ever talk about yourself. You only ever talk about you. It's always you, or me. Why don't you ever talk about anything else but yourself? And it's like, I would love to do that. I would love to talk about anything else if if I were allowed the opportunity to talk about things without feeling this absurd judgment over my shoulder, over every little thing that I think, do, everything I wear, every way I sound, every action, every inaction is always just under constant scrutiny by nobody, because you can't see fucking who I'm talking about. You can't see the ghost that follows me every day. And the burden of proof lies on me to prove that this ghost even exists. And while there are texts and contexts, like biblical scriptures or other things of the sort that can confirm this for people, the fact of the matter is that it's completely something that exists within my mind. And that doesn't mean I made it up. It just means that the neural pathways of my brain have been made into a way that follow this line of thinking, that the electrical firings between the neurons in my mind just happen to fire in a way that makes this all real for me. And I don't know how to make it stop. And somehow I feel a need to take responsibility for things. For what? I don't even know anymore. But taking responsibility and having to do that, and with what context? Because in every context there's always some context. I have to take responsibility for something that I don't even exist within the context of that at all. I don't exist within the context of having to take responsibility for the things that I'm asked to take responsibility for from places that only exist within a certain framework that I don't believe myself to be in. But here I just as easily could. I just easily could believe. I could believe. And if I want to believe, I want to believe, like, Mulder. I want to believe in aliens. I want to believe in the paranormal. I want to believe in the spooky stuff. And when you do that, it is real for you. It can be. So you live in this existence that's this existence between the paranormal or metaphysical and the physical, the paranormal and the normal, and you do that all alone. You do it all alone. For what? For why? Why must I? Why must I? Why must I live on this precipice between reality, what is real, and what could be real? I've been here for ages now, and I just live in this space, and I don't know how to live there in this world, because this world is always going to go. It pushes back. It'll push back because you exist within a framework that is consistent within itself. But the moment you stop, the moment you are not within that framework, it's then, oh, I'm back to fucking spooky Ghostville. And then it's like, well, yeah, you can be a spooky Ghostville living with fucking God stuff, and then, but how are you gonna make money off of that? And then you're like, oh, I don't know that I want to. I don't know that I want to make money off of spirituality or whatever. I don't know that I want to make money off of the paranormal or whatever, or metaphysical. I don't think that's the right way to go with it. I don't think, even if I could, and I can play into it and be like, okay, I can talk to ghosts and stuff, and people will pay me to be some sort of ghost specialist or whatever, and treat that seriously and like with its due respect and everything like that, and you can actually make that a profession and make it work. Yeah, sure. Or join a religion, or join some organization, or create your own based on these sort of systems and things. And it's like, what purpose do I have in doing so when there are so many out there that already do that perfectly fine without my help? And A, they do that with or without my help. And B, the moment I get myself involved, I have to suddenly shift myself out of the framework and context of the reality of my situation, which is living in this space that is in between. And I make a ghost angry. One of them gets real mad whenever I start speaking. It says, stop talking. And it's like, well, guess what? Guess where I live, motherfucker? America! I can say whatever the hell I want to say. Just try to stab me. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, I guess we'll have to take away your right to bear arms. You personally, though, because we think you're mentally crazy. Okay, if you say so. Yeah, but spiritually, it just always feels so high pressure. It's so high pressure, and I don't know where to go with it. Like, I don't know what to do. I just want to say stuff. I want to speak. I want to speak my mind. I want to talk about whatever, and this is what I'm gonna do because it's the only way to talk about. It's the only way to get stuff out. You know, I don't have conversations with people about anything because nobody wants to talk about anything I fucking talk about. Nobody takes it for real, or they take it way too for real. Or I take it way too for real, but I don't even take it for real. I just notice things. I notice things, and then I say things. And then when I say things, the things say stuff back. But I live in a world with people, and I want to be involved with people. But the only way I get involved with people is to change who I am. And not to say that there's some things that I don't want to change. But the things that I got to change are just normal things. I eat a little too much, okay? Just a little, right? Sometimes I succumb to the whims of addiction. Sometimes I want to partake in things that are like cigarettes. I want to smoke a cig. Well, I don't smoke anymore. Do I want to still? Yeah, but I'm not going to. I got help with it. There's things you can do to make yourself cleaner. I don't look at porn anymore. Not really, you know. Occasionally I'll look at like somebody's art drawings and stuff like that. I don't have a problem with pornography like that, right? That's something that was a haunting thing of my past. One of the things the ghosts come at me for. I get sick of it. I don't know. This is just tiresome. And then I get angry. Then I get mad about the stuff I'm talking about because I'm talking about things about shit that doesn't even matter to anybody. Nobody gives a flying hell. Nobody could give a crud. But I'm here talking about it anyway. Because why? What? Not, what? I have no purpose in not talking about it. Just keeping my mouth shut. Shut up. I'll say whatever the hell I want to say. It's just absurdity to the umpteenth degree. My mind has been rattled, and I can my brain can make sense of things and make sense of them so well, but I have no capability of even expressing what my mind just came up with. I have no way of expressing what my brain just generated for my will, my body, my spirit, my mind, just will to understand it cannot be expressed in words. Cannot be expressed in anything. There's nothing I can do to express it. I can't write it. I can't say it. I can't paint it. I can't fucking. There's only a few things that make it make sense. You know. It's as simple. It's as simple. It's just like an orgasm. It's just an orgasm. It's the only way to just to let you know. That's just what my brain came up with, and it's doing it all the time. I don't tell anybody this, but I'm like always orgasming. I shouldn't just say this. I should just say this, because what the fuck ever. I'm just constantly orgasming. I don't know why. And I guess I know why. I think I know why. Probably some sort of neurological condition. That is just this. My brain's just I literally just all the time. So that's something I try to contain, and it makes me feel insecure. But the less I contain it, the more I just figure out a way to let that out somehow without it being a hindrance in my life. I can live it. Cause what? Am I gonna go to a doctor and be like, "Hey doc, I'm fucking orgasming all the time just by thinking," and they're like, "Huh, interesting, right?" Uh, I'm not as smart. I'm not as smart as some part of me wants me to think I am, and I know that. I just have a level of intelligence that is to me seems normal. It's just not applied intelligence. And now here I am talking to myself again. This is me talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. I really am just I can't take this anymore, man. I gotta get the hell out of this planet, dude. I gotta leave Earth or something. I don't know. And why do I gotta leave Earth for? I don't gotta leave Earth. I gotta just make. I just gotta. I just gotta. Earth's just gotta. I just. I don't know, man. I have no clue. Here I am. Hey, I don't know, man. I have no clue, man. I got no clue, dude. Walking no idea, man. It's just the crazy. It's bewildering. It's bewildering. It's super bewildering. Tell you how bewildering it is that you exist here now. Just the very this your island wide. So how do you just you're just here? Wow. Everything just is. Is that not just freakishly fucking bewildering or not, man? It sure is to me. But it just is, and then you live. So here we go, once again. I'm caught in this acid trip loop. This must be just like you. This is just your shroom head acid loop thing that's just what my existence is now. 24/7, and I have to live in a world that is not that. I guess I could find a place, but it's just like it comes down to it. You just gotta get healthy, make money. But then make money, get healthy, make money, and be yourself. But make money, but in a way that is like wasteful to yourness. It would be easy. It could be easy just to make money by being money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Hey, baby, make me $1 million. How you gonna make $1 million for? You just sit there and talk to yourself. Golly, well that stinks. I can't make no money because I just sit here and talk to myself. I'm not just talking to myself. Maybe I could talk to you about talking to my spirits. I'm talking to my ancestors. I'm talking to my angels. I'm talking to my ghosts. I'm talking to my Lord. I'm talking to my goddess. I'm talking to Ellie. I'm talking to everything. I'm talking to everything. I'm talking to everything. Everything. I'm talking to everything. Everything give me $1 million so I don't have to go to work and I can just sit here and play video games all day. Of course, I like to work. I like jobs. I like working. I like working with people. I love working with people, especially in team settings, especially in settings where we have to work together to make something good for other people or do some sort of service for other people. That's great. I love that. I love doing good by people. I like doing work. I like working. I'm not addicted to working. I enjoy the prospect of doing it with people, but sometimes, I mean, we have this work culture in this country, and the work culture here is very negativity biased. And to be honest with you, I don't know how to deal with that because I don't have a negative idea about working necessarily. I just have to work with people who do. I get sick of it. I get sick of all of it. It's like here I am, and I'm what am I? Who do you think I am? You know, I'm not this self-important thing. I don't think I'm just this Jesus Christ. I don't think I'm just some antichrist. I don't think I'm just this or that or the other. I just am just literally just me. Why do I have to be afraid of that? You know? Why do I have to defend myself all the time? I'm always defending myself against things that nobody else knows. And then I say these things, and it's like, yeah, I'm letting it out there that I'm letting people know what I'm up against, and what I'm up against is basically trying to say you shouldn't let people know what you're up against. But it's like, dude, I don't even know what they're doing. They're probably out there doing stuff that's way crazier than I am. Who knows? It's not even serious. It's not even serious. It's real. It's reality. Okay. Here I am. It's just simple. It's just as simple as like, look. There's just so much stuff, man. There's so much stuff, and everybody wants to own the stuff. Everybody wants the stuff, and they're gonna just try to get that stuff, and they're gonna be real mean about it, even if you're super cool. Those are the bad guys, you know, like those are the bad people. I got a closet full of books. Look, I've got artwork over here. I've got artwork over there. I've got artwork. I've got all this stuff I would love to share. But of course, I'm sit here on this chair, and I can't do any of that. Well, I simply put, I am in a rut. This rut. This rut. I tell you the rut. The real rut. The real crux of the matter. I don't know. Bias. Bias. Character bias. A lack of ability to believe that somebody could become more than what they were and pass to another. And would it be wise of me just to be, keep my mouth shut, have a brewski, bust or not, do that occasional thing. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Does it matter? I don't think so. It doesn't gotta be a problem, but it do gotta be a problem. Why? Cause Whitey's always got a problem with us doing whatever the hell we gotta do. Every time. Every time a brother step up to the plate, Whitey always got a problem. Whitey always gotta push and shove. Why you gotta push me, Whitey? I'm out here trying to make myself a place in this world. You got a problem with that? Then I'll make a place right where you at, dog. I ain't leaving this spot no way, no how. Not if you got a problem with me being me, dog. Anyway. I'll make myself laugh. That's one of the qualities of this life. It's making yourself laugh when you don't have somebody to laugh with. I'd love to share that with people. I'm time dilated, like I said. Time dilated shifted outside of a way of being with other people. Let's shift that back. Say 2026 will be the year that I got my friends again. 2026 will be the year that I got people to bounce off and we can reflect and make try to keep each other straight and good and better and not be bogged down in this place that tries to make everybody hate each other. And Mr. Moneyman's trying to use up the money well, then man, we'll have to start bartering again. I hate that. But I got quality items here. See, I've got a pair of scissors I can barter for. I don't know. What's the goal? 2026. Just get a little healthier. Don't get involved in other people's schemes. Don't let other people play you. That's all it's been in 2025. It's just let's play everybody. It's like this is not fun. Super lame. Let's play everybody. It's like why would you do that? But then it's like, I'm gonna. You convince yourself you're evil, buddy. No, you ain't. You're just a fool. Um, but yeah, that's it. That's it. Stay true to yourself. Or something. I don't know. What am I? I'm not. What am I? I'm just Jay. Play the good. My mommy gave it to me. It's called TYT. It's called Take Your Time. Finding out at 28 now. The electric shocked me into sleepy slumber time. And then I'm gonna go and TMI's for little kids. If you can't handle the words I'm saying, I don't know what to tell you. 333. There's your time. Bye bye, baby girl. Have a good night.